have a confession. I love crappy romantic comedies. Yeah, it's a cliché. I can't help it. I love them. All those movies have that scene, you know? The girl is at her wit's end. She's been crying her eyes out, her makeup is running, she looks like a zombie. She's done. Which is when Ryan Gosling knocks on her door to coax her out.
Miss.
Ah, shit. That sounds nothing like Ryan Gosling. See, this is the problem with my life in a nutshell. It's not romantic, and it's certainly not a comedy. All right, where am I? Oh yeah, the hospital. I felt woozy, and then really, really hot. And I guess that I fainted? Ah, well, dropped to the restroom floor like a sack of potatoes. And that's putting it mildly. I'll be alright, though.
Are you...
Aha, as if I could be sure of anything. Still, I should probably update my guardian angel. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe there's something I know for sure. Yes, I'm sure. I'm good. I just had a little bit of a moment. A big moment. But it's over now. Sorry, I ducked out. I'm already feeling much, much better. I can hardly tell her the truth, can I? Most people don't actually want you to be honest with them. Oh, I apologize, Dr. Giagana. I just vomited up my breakfast. I'll be out in just a second. Those weren't here before. Do you think they have any idea where they are?
I'm sure this comes as a shock, but it is crucial that you understand the situation. Your mom had a brain and...
Mom. Funny. I could never get myself to call her mom. She's always been Marie to me. As I understand it, it's a weakened artery wall?
Correct. And that artery ruptured, which caused a hemorrhage. It is a serious situation. We need to prepare for whatever happens next, very quickly indeed.
I've watched enough Grey's Anatomy to know that this is not good. I don't know anything about medicine. I work in administration. It's mostly paperwork. I am not going to tell her that I'm a failed screenwriter. She would never take me seriously.
Anything related to medical care will be my team's responsibility. But you are her trusted advocate.
I'm sorry,
you should be
her
aware.
what now?
Do you not remember? This is the reason we called you. We have your name and your number, which means that you signed the release.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
And since she's not able to express her will, it falls to you to speak on her behalf. But I presume you discussed that when you went through the process. So you must know that there are a number of options to consider.
I don't believe it! She put my name on the form without asking me. She must have forged my signature. It's hardly a surprise. She's always done that kind of stuff. But I'm not... I've had my share of this kind of responsibility, and it didn't turn out well. However, of course, Jan will have her say, and if we disagree, all hell will break loose. Pitting us against one another at a time like this, I feel trapped. Oh, come to think of it, feel me? That reminds me of the nickname I got during swim class in middle school. Sea Hag.
I'm sorry, Miss Fortin?
Demange. I went back to my maiden name.
I'm sorry, that wasn't in your file. Listen, I understand.
We do indeed. I'm sorry, it's just...
It's okay. I understand. It's not an easy situation. Our maid, that is a complication which could severely affect her brain. We're doing our best to make sure that doesn't happen. But there could be long-term consequences. This sort of event severely impacts the body, and mental functions may also be impaired.
No, it can't be.
If you...
Holy... What do you mean?
To be completely frank, if we're able to pull your mother through this, there's only a small chance she'll be like she was before.
Small? How small?
Smaller than that. Some people would prefer not to keep living under such circumstances. Rather, their medical care were geared more around letting go as gracefully. What I need to know is, what would your mother want?
I don't... Last time she told me she wanted something, to be in MoMA.
Excuse me?
MoMA?
Miss Demange, Wait.
Ah, there it is. Once people figure out who Marie is, snap. They feel like they know. Of course they're completely... She takes them in. Yeah, the Marie Demange. And I'm her assistant, I guess. I handle the business so that she can be... Anyway, the other day, I got a call from Centre Pompidou. Can you imagine? And I'm like, I run into the... Someone had told her they were considering her self-portrait 8. A whole exhibit in Paris, on the other hand. She didn't care. So, that's my mother.
I know, I can give you a little time to think.
Like that would change anything.
Yeah, I suppose I need to think about it. I'm sorry, I gotta go.
I know what she'd say. That I'm running away again. What did she expect? That I just show up and what? Decide whether she lives or she dies? I don't even know how I'm supposed to make it to the end of the day, let alone... I remember, Diane and I found an injured bird in the backyard. It was tiny. I think it was around the time Marie had set up her new studio in the sunroom. Now that I think of it, that was also my first experience with death. In fact, I also had a really weird dream that night. Something about that day always seemed off. I never figured out why. And why am I thinking about this now? Ha, yeah, Diane was so proud of packing her own. Her father came to pick her up that afternoon. I was a bit... Marie told us she'd take care of the bird, so we went back to playing. I never saw it again, and when I asked what happened, she said it just flew away. I was so relieved. Back then, Marie wasn't very well known, but she was hardworking. She had just started a series on birds, actually. They were all over the post-mod... I think I saw a big shadow moving down the hallway that I met for a long time. I thought it was just a straight... Do you recognize it? This is the mobile that Marie made me before I was born. It's exquisite and delicate. I think I still... The nest was high up in the tree, but the bird was off. It must have been... Now, I know for certain that someone was in the backyard that night. And since Diane was... What? Marie was always quite... So I said I could already... At the time... Maybe Marie killed the bird. That's what she was doing out there in the middle of the night, burying it in secret. And it might sound strange, but I also understand. Marie is really an astonishing person, you know? She knew it would never recover. I remember she said, not being able to fly, that's no life for a bird. She thought it would be better off dead. She could have... Sounds cruel. She's all